the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder, morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around, meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be, down under's calling, can't you hear?
Oh my God. Get up early for soccer and then you find that you lose and then you have an issue. G'day folks, welcome aboard. Nice to have you all on board. Nice to see you. Interesting statement. Actually, for those that are interested, if you're looking at Helping Hands for at the Down Under Cruises, you'll notice that there are 2 channels running currently. And that is very simply because we are broadcasting. I'm using this program called EV Mux, and EV Mux has the opportunity to broadcast out on a wide and then also in short format. So for the mobile phone as well as for the computer screen. So whichever method you're using right now to watch the show, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Oh, another day, another 50 cents. Okay, first things first. Chris got in first. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. If you're still awake, great. If not, I hope you enjoy your slumber. G'day, John, Nancy. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you guys. Haven't spoken to you in a while. Not sure if you'll be on the road when we go live, but you'll be listening to. Hope everything is well. Hey, by the way, how you guys going? Where are you headed? Are you going down to Florida? Or are you just going to stay back up at home in New Hampshire? I don't know who the Down Under Cruisers are anyway. G'day, Scotty. Nice to have you here. Hey, by the way, Scott, I just wanted to say 2 things. 1, Scott! And 2, great show. I loved what you did, and it was good to see. So, keep it up, young man. Keep it up. Yes, not first, but second. G'day, Danny. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. You are first on one of the channels. Not sure which one. I'll have to have a look. And Danny's having a giggle there. G'day, CA Cruiser. How are you? Boy, it has been ages since I've seen you. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Scott is saying good day to everyone, and thank you very much, Shaun. Oh, mate, it's a pleasure. You come up with some amazing ideas, and seriously, I wish I could keep up. But anyway, there you are. I am traveling solo for the moment. Ilana has gone down to synagogue for the moment, and when she returns, which I hope is not too late, she'll come in and join us. So in the meantime, she's left me holding the bag. So I've got a question. Because or if you are a tennis player or a cricketer or a baseballer or an NRL player or an NFL player, or whatever. Does that affect your cruising? Do you take it along with you or for the fun of it? Or do you just, well, you know, tis what tis. Go watch it in the bar, in the sports bar. And also, may I say, folks, while we're there, and if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share it out. We definitely want to spread our wings around and let everybody know we are there. So, as I said, whatever floats your boat, whichever sport floats your boat, please let us know. How does that affect your cruising? Let me see. Now, by the way, if you're also in any of the Down Under cruises, just hashtag DUC and it'll drop your link. Hashtag duck. It'll drop your link. So, now, we haven't got any cruising happening, but I know that there's a couple of guys out there right now that are out cruising and they're having a whale of a time. And I know that in the US, it's Father's Day weekend this weekend. So for those of you that are having Father's Day this weekend in the US, happy Daddy's Day. Please make a fuss of your dad. And if you've got particularly if you've got a blended family, please make a fuss of your dad. Dad does, and I'm speaking from personal experience, Dad does like to feel that he is thought of. So you've got something about Juneteenth. I don't understand that, whatever that means. Is that the day that you have off in lieu of Father's Day? I don't know. Some of the states have it. I've been hearing this swearing going on there. Happy Juneteenth. Well, okay. Anyway, so, first of all, how does sport affect your cruise? Now, in our case, it doesn't affect our cruise very much because we have to pick our times. The CamFam TX, welcome aboard. Juneteenth is when the slaves were what? When the first of all, g'day, yes. And secondly, it was when the slaves were freed. Oh, okay. Okay, you'll have to explain to me how that works. What sort of celebration do you do for that? Because I would imagine that if you were a slave and you were freed, how would you celebrate your freedom? That's another question. Danny's saying, see, this is it. Danny gives CamFam the CamFam. What do I get? Zip. See, look like Jimmy. What do I get? Shaun. Day, and it is the reason it is celebrated. Okay, that's awesome. People saying g'day. Oh, there you go. There you go, Danny. Thank you very much. At least you care now. Shaun with a J in there, which is good. I mean, at least I know Danny cares. Not to make light of it, it's good to see that freedom from slavery is celebrated one way or another. Excuse me. My conkus is running. I have to catch it real quick. I will say, though, it is awesome that it is freed in the US, but around the world there are people who are still in slavery, and we pray and hope that their slavery comes to an end very quickly. Najuma! Welcome aboard, Najuma. I haven't seen you in ages. Welcome aboard, young lady. All right, so how does sport affect your cruising? Well, for us right now, all eyes are on the World Cup, watching the Australians, and unfortunately we did lose to your mob, you Yanks. You must have put something in the water. I know Seattle is strange for doing certain things. So anyway, quick question out there, folks. How do you like the two formats of the presentation? Do you like it in the wide, or do you like it in the landscape, or do you like it in the portrait format? Those of you that are watching in the portrait format, tell me what you think. Whether you think it's better going in the landscape or the portrait, because that'll just determine. This is just a trial session this time, but we'll see how we go from here on out, depending on what you think. Anyway. So for us, our favourite sport right here well, this is statewide. In our state, the state of Victoria, is Aussie rules football. I call it aerial ping pong. Michael Ann prefers the landscape. Thank you, Michael Ann. We know for next time. So we call Aussie rules football ping pong. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. Chris is saying Australia did give it a good go, a good shot in the last 30 minutes. Yeah, like 30 minutes. Seriously? 30 minutes. They had like 90 to play. G'day, Shannon. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. How's Hawaii? I hope you're enjoying it. Where can I see the portrait? If you go to the Down Under Cruises, you'll see two different channels or two different versions of the show running. One's in landscape, one's in portrait. Okay, so yeah, we did give it a good go in the last 30 minutes, but what's interesting is we certainly wiped the floor with Turkey. So we've won one. You guys have won one, and you did give us a sounding thrashing. I mean, 2-0 is no joke. We could have done 2-1. I mean, it would have been less painful if we would have gone 2-1. I don't understand the full rules of the FIFA World Cup, but I think there's still one more game to go before they go into the knockouts. At least I hope anyway. So, and there's another country I'm not even interested in looking at right now, is South Africa, how they're doing in the World Cup. I don't know who they're playing and in what group, so it doesn't matter to me. But to see you guys coming up there with the win, congratulations to you, but I'm extremely jealous, extremely upset. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. We're not cruising now, so it's not destroying my cruise, so there you go. Michael Ann is saying portrait would be fine for watching on my phone, but I usually watch on TV or computer where the landscape looks better. Yeah, thank you for that. I just did a trial today just to see what it was like. It appeared twice in our channel, so there we go. Chris is going landscape is his vote. That's awesome. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, currently landscape has it. Although I will say this, it's brought the numbers up this week, running two channels. But anyway, okay. So a bit of news for you guys. For those that may or may not know, I was putting together some things for Helping Hands for Cruising, getting the application in, the Australian application going in. And it has been entered into our authority. Now all I got to do is wait the 12 weeks. Well, it's now 10 and a half weeks for a yes or no. And I'm praying to God that it's a yes. We tried to do a bank account. Interesting, we're having a little bit of bank account challenges. I'll tell you about that in a second. Shannon, he says they both look the same to her because she's looking on her phone. There you go. Yeah, so to give you a bit of a heads up, the bank that we usually bank with is a subsidiary of another bank. So the bank we usually bank with is called the Bank of Melbourne. The Bank of Melbourne is owned by Westpac Bank. If I want to do, and we live in Melbourne, right? If I wanted to create a bank account for the charity Down Under, I would have to go into the city to open up that account. But if I want to open up the account, but if I go and open it at a Westpac branch, I can open it at any Westpac branch I like, even though the Westpac branches are pseudo Bank of Melbourne branches. Isn't that amazing? So funny. Anyway, that's another challenge we've got. So we've got to make some more time so we can get out there and get the banking opened. But once that's going and we've got full access to the ACNC, the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profit Commission, we will certainly have exciting things going. And if it all happens before, within the next 12 months, if it all happens before we do our end of year cruise, then maybe we might just be lucky enough and bring some of that in. Anyway, we've got to do things the right way. And yeah, it's all we're doing is trying to do things the right way. All right, next step is, now how does your sport, now I know that when you go on a cruise ship, they've got the sports bar, and in the sports bar, they're generally playing, mostly it's your American football, or gridiron as we call it, which is another form of aerial ping pong, but more sophisticated than ours. But then again, you guys need all that padding because you run headlong into each other. But then again, you guys should learn to play rugby. Seriously, I mean, we just had our what do you call it? Our State of Origin competition recently. State of Origin is generally the two states, Queensland and New South Wales, were pitted against each other, and they play a series of 3 games. The first one, Queensland won. The second one, New South Wales won. The third one was played here in Melbourne and on neutral ground, and guess who won? Queensland won. So New South Wales guys are not feeling very happy. G'day Ross. Ross is saying, breaking World Cup news. Australia's offence was like Wi-Fi on a cruise ship. Technically available, but nobody could find it when they needed it. Rub it in, Ross. Rub it in. Let me say, a ban is, a timeout is always in the books. I'm kidding, right? I wouldn't be a toughie if I couldn't handle it. All right, so essentially what we're trying to do is get everything counted down before 2028, because 2028, as you all know, is going to be the big cruise. So yeah, and we're going to be honouring first responders, vets, Gold Star families, and the vets could be old and current serving, so all the military services. So it's important. Shannon is saying, oh, I figured it out. The landscape is way better. Okay, thank you for that. Appreciate that. Ross, the Socceroos spent 90 minutes proving that kangaroos can in fact move backwards. No, kangaroos can't. It's a physical impossibility. As much as you'd like to joke about it, it's a physical impossibility. Shannon saying g'day to Ross, Danny and Michael Ann. And Ross is saying Australia isn't weak. They just ran into a US team that decided healthcare wasn't the only thing they'd leave Australians confused about. That's way over my pay grade, Ross, that joke. Michael Ann, hello Shannon, hope you're enjoying your trip. So, yeah, American football on board a cruise is generally what you'll see, or even baseball is there a lot, which is exciting. Danny, Rossi, and then from Shannon, hi Ross. Ross, and Michael Ann. There we go. Everybody's in the chat. All right, so baseball's not a bad game. Whether it's rounders or baseball, I mean, the rules are just slightly different, but essentially they're exactly the same. Hit the ball in a diamond, try not get caught, try not get run out. There we go. You guys, unless the cruise is in Australia, or I would hazard a guess to say around the UK, you don't get to see much of cricket on board the cruise ships. So that's interesting. But world around, you'll definitely get to see the all the other stuff. You know, the gridiron. Take 300 years to play a move. You play a move, take a break, and then you play another move. Ross is going, Australia's offence was sponsored by maybe next time. I'm getting very tired of these jokes, Ross. Danny, put Ross in timeout. Anyway, this is coffee with yes, and this is H2O with yes. And yes, I've got the Carnival Cruise Addicts mug here, the Stanley mug. That was really exciting. Ross, you've got to know it doesn't really matter, right? Doesn't really matter. Also, Australia couldn't hit water if they fell off the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Mate, you're acting like a three-toed sloth right now. G'day, Army vet. Welcome aboard. Yes. Good on you. Nice to have you here. I bet you I know who that is, but I'm not going to hazard a guess. Danny, a mod con time, another mod out. There you go. I thought you said that. I'll have to do it. I will do it. Trust me. Michael Ann, doesn't matter to me. I'm not a big sports fan. I go on a cruise to enjoy the cruise, not to watch the sports. That is a smart move. That is a smart move. I do know that there are some people out there. Come on, guess. That's Chris. I do know that there are some people out there who are cruising right now. The only thing Australia won was the coin toss. Mate, keep going. You guys are going to fall so hard soon. So hard. And no, you do not have the divine right to actually win the World Cup. You'll have a lot of upset Europeans or South American teams. The South American teams are way better than the US. You just got lucky. Australians all eat ostriches for breakfast, lunch and tea. Okay, I'm not going to do that. You guys might learn the Australian national anthem and then we're in trouble. All right. So talking about cruises coming up, we're really looking forward to, well, not only, well, let me do this. Let me do it in chronological order. We're looking forward to this one first up. This is like 192 days away. You're Ilana.
You're Shaun.
And together we are the Down Under Cruisers, welcoming you to, what are we doing on New Year's Eve 2026-27?
Funny you should say that. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Oh, you know what? What could be better than party time, New Year's Eve party time, in the middle of the beautiful Pacific Ocean over the Great Barrier Reef.
We're going on a cruise?
We're going on a cruise.
Whoa! Well, let's have a look. Yeah, I can't wait for that cruise. Let me tell you, it's a long time coming. It's going to be, we've currently got 8 cabins booked, most of which are Australian. We do have two of you guys coming over from the U.S. To join us. Raphael and Eric B going to be coming over to join us. And the most exciting part is we're all going to be sharing space in the same hotel, which will be exciting. I haven't seen Eric in a good 4 years, so it'll be nice to wrap my arms around his neck and give him a big hug. And Raphael as well. Yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to have some good time. Time with Joe as well. Well, it's Joe Hupp. Danny, you know what? I would tell Donna to smack Ross for being naughty, but knowing Ross, he'd like it. It's just the truth. Chris is saying this persona is his phone. Outer was acting up a bit. Yeah, I get it. Dancing to this music. Oh, thank you, Danny. It's great music. We certainly are looking forward to that cruise. It's huge. Now, Scotty, whoop whoop, welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Let me give you guys a heads up. I mean, right now we've got the Ducks Great Barrier Reef cruise coming up at the end of this year, which both Ilana and I are desperately looking forward to. The next cruise we're going to be going on is the Heroes cruise, and then we're busy trying to put together a cruise for Down Under. So this is giving you a good 4 years to plan for it, folks. Let me tell you this, a good 4 years to plan for it. We're looking at spending New Year's Eve 2029 in Sydney, and then when we turn into January, doing a cruise out of Sydney in the South Pacific or up to New Zealand. So think about that, save up for it. I'm telling you now, you've got 4 years to start putting some cash away. It's going to be awesome. All right, Danny is saying she's shaking in her boots. And Michael-Ann is saying good day to Scotty J. See, there we go. Danny goes, Scotty. It's very seldom she goes, Shaun. But anyway, I'll take what I can get. Michael-Ann says Eric B just had a birthday. Reconnect. My modem seems to be working. Everything seems to be okay. Okay. We know that he just had a birthday this week, Eric B. All right. So here goes, folks. I'm going to put this up. Let you guys have a look. This is a cruise that we are...
Yeah, this one's for the ones who run toward the fire and the ones who stand between us and the fight. You taste the red lights down a 2-lane road, boots hitting pavement where the brave ones go. Through smoke and sirens, you never back down, pulling folks from the wreckage, turning lives around. Oh, I see you march with brothers by your side, stars and stripes waving on the other side. You leave your family, kiss them goodbye slow, carry the weight so the rest of us can go. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. From hometown streets to distant shores, you give your all and then give more. We're standing tall cause you stood first, grateful hearts beating strong and true, helping hands for cruising since it's too long. I say thank you, y'all, where you belong. The call comes at 3 a.m., you're already gone, running into danger while we're singing this song. You wear the uniform, the badge, the scars, defending freedom near and far. Your kids wait up, your sweetheart prays for the day you walk back through the door someday. But you keep on giving day after day, living the promise in your own quiet way. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. On hometown streets to distant shores, you give your all and then give more. We're standing tall cause you stood first, grateful hearts beating strong and true, helping hands for cruising sends us tune along to say thank you, y'all, where you belong. So where the waves are gentle on that open sea, may peace find you like it found me. You've earned the sunset, the salt air breeze, a little healing for the soul, if you please. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you forever from sea to shining sea, from battlefields to burning skies so wide. You've held the line, you saved our pride. We're grateful every single day we breathe for the lives you guard, the hope you leave, helping hands for cruising, send us on your way. Thank you, hero, keep lighting the way. Thank you, carry on, yeah. Carry on, yeah. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
Yeah, that's one exciting cruise that we're certainly looking forward to, especially considering, I don't know if you guys have been watching in the past couple of weeks or so, we've been doing a series on Who's Your Hero. We've got a few more people lined up that we're going to be doing those interviews with. Check them out on either the Down Under Cruises or Helping Hands for Cruising. You'll see them. So we've spoken to a number of people. One of them was a Gold Star family member. So that was last week, and that was the most amazing, incredible live stream, I think, because we've certainly got an insight. I mean, hey, military service, people are a family, right? So if you're a family, you want the brotherhood or the family to work well together, and so that's exciting stuff. Anyway, I'm just having a look here, and I'm thinking, why on earth did we drop so many views? And then I noticed that we had a bit of a glitch in the internet, and I'm sorry about that. I do apologise. I have no idea what happened. My main internet seems to be working, so I don't know. I'll have to delve into it. Delve very deeply, Mr. Carter, into it. So I'm going to ask you a question. What is your sport of choice? Besides, okay, wait a minute. Besides bending the elbow, what is your sport of choice? Also, Chris has stepped out, so mate, thank you for watching. Have a good snooze. And appreciate it. So what is your sport of choice? Now, from my point of view, I absolutely love my rugby. I get to see it occasionally. My So, yeah, it's all exciting things. Now, cruise ship of choice. Which ship would you like to be on? And while you're on that ship, what do you like to do when your favorite sport is on? Do you go into the sports bar and watch and drink a couple of beverages, or do you sit there with family and how do you enjoy your sport while you're on a cruise? Lots of questions today. Shannon, I've been cutting in and out and freezing throughout the entire stream. Okay, so on both sides or just one side? Because I don't have I'm not running anything else in the background. So everything is dedicated to this. I think I may have to do a total refresh to my system. One that sails anywhere, favorite sport is people watching and hanging like a three-toed sloth. Mate, you don't have to try very hard. Sorry. Yep, sorry about that. Okay, so that's one thing. Now, I'll have to have a look. See what else is messing around. I may have to reboot the entire machine. Anyway. Hello, Donna. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. It is you, Donna, and not Mr. Ross trying to take on your persona, as I would expect him to do occasionally. He's acted on your behalf occasionally. Okay. So we've actually found that it's Ross. It's okay. I resemble that remark. Yes, that's true. We've actually. Okay, it's glitchy on the landscape side. Don't know about the portrait side. Okay, maybe this program is a challenge of running two versions on the same. I don't know. Maybe Ilana's awesome. She went down to synagogue today, and she's been doing some of that stuff. She's awesome, and she's taking a bit of time out. She needs a break. Yeah. Looks unlike the real sloths. I can be held. No, you can't be held. A real sloth you can put in your arms if they allow it, or the sloth will actually hang willingly from you. You, on the other hand, are way taller than me, and there's nowhere known you can hang by your feet. I'm just putting it out there. Your nails are not big enough to carry your weight. And Michael Ann goes, no comment. I'd agree with that, Michael Ann. No comment. The question is, would you like to be held? Oops. Would you like to be held? These are other exciting questions we need to know. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's good. All right. So, Norwegian Encore was the rock and roll. So the next cruise we're doing out of the US will be, Shannon is saying that the portrait is doing the same thing. Okay. I did that once. I won't do it again. So let me see. That's Donna's job to comment. Yeah, I agree. Or to actually try and carry Ross. Yep. We had the encore was the rock and roll. The Heroes cruise will be an NCL ship. We're just not sure yet. So we will see what happens. That should be fairly soon anyway. We're just waiting on maybe next month we'll have the itinerary out. Ross, I can hang using an inversion device and I can be held. Donna does it every time. We won't talk about your private life in public, Ross, seriously. Shannon, I just set up alerts on my phone for scoring notifications. Oh, that's cool. Oh, for the sports. Oh, good. Michael Anderson, can't wait to go on NCL again. No, neither can we. We're certainly looking forward to that. And right now, the season down under does not start until about October anyway. So most of the ships that are involved with cruising down under are out. Only Carnival has the Splendor and the Encounter and the Adventure sailing. So the Luminosa will be back in October. So hopefully everything runs according to plan. We want as many ships to come down down under as possible. We believe that Royal Caribbean are going to be bringing out some of their newer ships. Right now, we believe there's only one port or actually two ports that can handle the big icons. Like I think one is Sydney and the other one's Brisbane. But whatever else happens down under, we'll have to wait and see. We need an election before we get any decent cruising out of Melbourne. And we need to vote out the current stupid, idiotic state government that we've got here, because they're doing nothing for business. In fact, they're losing business left, right and centre. They're creating all sorts of fantastic new laws, like, for example, workers must work from home. Well, that's incredibly stupid, because how can you do anything if you're working from home? But anyway, it is what it is. And then also Station Pier needs a good revamp down here in Melbourne. Station Pier is the cruise port in Melbourne. There is another pier, Princess Pier, and Princess Pier has to be resorted. So I'm of the opinion that not only Station Pier but Princess Pier needs to be totally rebuilt, because the pier has been left to go to rack and ruin. So I'm of the opinion they need to rebuild it and revamp Station Pier, and then we can have as many cruise ships coming in and out of Melbourne as possible. And really what they need to do, the state government here needs to do, is understand that cruising is a big money spinner for us down under. So get your acting together. Right now, I believe Australia is the most expensive cruise ports, which is rather interesting because Australia currently has the 4th largest cruising community worldwide. And most of the Australians going cruising or going overseas for it. Not much happening down under. Ross, well, on another note, stitches are out of his foot and it is healed, and 2 more weeks of PICC line infusions, stamina is back. Ross, I need to ask you a question. Is that foot well enough for you to change feet? By that I mean, okay, I won't go down that path. You'll get it when you're 21. Okay, so yeah. So we're waiting on the state government to get their act to get into gear. As I said, we are the most expensive. Well, first of all, we're the most expensive state in the country, and second of all, Australia is the most expensive country in the world for cruise shipping. So it's no wonder that the cruise lines have decided to part company with us, particularly down in Melbourne. and it has actually killed, in a big way, the cruising community down under in Melbourne. Even Tasmania are doing better than we are. Ross, I'm going to dance like the movie Footloose. Alright, I'm going to shut up because that wasn't nice. I need to behave. Which I'm trying to do, folks. I'm trying to do. Alright, well, with all the stuff that's going on with the way the internet is working for you guys, I'm going to call it quits a little bit early. Ross is saying, wait, I meant foot-loose. Foot-less. Okay, I get it. Shannon says we missed it anyway. Yep, I thought you would. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's just something that Ross and I have going on here. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits so that you guys can go and jump in the pool and have fun and enjoy the sun and all that sort of stuff. Watch the space for more news about what's going on with HH4C Down Under, as well as all the other cruise stuff that we've got happening. There will be some more additions to the Who's Your Hero. I'm just signing a few deals fairly shortly. See how we go. And with that in mind, folks, I'm going to wish you all an awesome day or awesome evening for those of you across the pond. On Tuesday, chatting with Shaun, there'll be more updates with what's going on with HH4C. And also on Wednesday, it'll be Cup of Joe Live, Hump Day mixing together, and we'll see how we go. So, folks, have an awesome day. We'll catch up with you later, and you never know what's going to happen next week. Take it easy. Take care. Have fun.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder, morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around, meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me